Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that... Hello everybody, I'm Joel Homie, your guys' host for another great episode of the Joel Homie Show series, Minecraft Monday. Now, today's episode is going to be a bit more of the type of episode that won't really be worth watching after it comes out, because this is an episode where I actually want to take the opportunity to actually ask you guys, the audience, what you guys want to see in the future. Now, I know that this is sort of a dumb move for a small YouTuber such as myself, and will probably only at most get one, or if I'm lucky, two comments, and actually suggesting things, or, well, at worst case scenario, I just get comments that are generally just normal comments and don't even have suggestions. But if you have any suggestions on what you want to see me do on the series in the future, that is purely what I'm going to be talking about in this episode, as well as some other things relating back to, well, probably a not-so-bright future for this series, as I just have lost a lot of inspiration for it and a lot of motivation. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this in the classic Joel Homie Talks About Random Stuff style, and let's go ahead and just start flying off and just start talking about things. So the first thing, as I said earlier, is something that I just said. It's that I want to get suggestions from you guys and actually make sure that you guys want to keep on seeing content of this series. So if you don't want to see content from the series anymore, please do be sure to actually say that in the comments and just say that you weren't really enjoying the series anymore. Or if you want to see more and you have any suggestions, I am open to anything in the comments that, well, of course is appropriate and follows YouTube guidelines. And on that topic, that brings me to the matter at hand that I don't really know what to do for the series in the future. So I was thinking of possibly ending it off with a good old world tour until I just either found motivation for the series again, or just ended off the series completely and decided not to do it again. I don't want to do that because I really do like Minecraft. It is a very cool game, and I see a lot of potential for future episodes, but I just don't have anything in my head right now, and I haven't been able to actually bring up any original ideas that are easy to do, because running a sort of a weekly series such as this is quite hard when you have to do so many other things. Like Minecraft YouTubers that are only doing Minecraft, I would imagine it's relatively easier for them because all they do most of the time is record Minecraft related content, and that's unlike myself, where I'm recording 5 different types of videos every single week, and every single one I always try to make completely worth it. Like with series like Artistic Tuesday, I always try to draw out something that's actually worth seeing, rather than something that's just pointless and doesn't really deserve to be its own video. And I still think that a lot of my videos aren't always the best half the time, because it's just nothing special. They're just sort of the normal thing, and usually actually a bit lower, at least in my mind. And that's why I have been losing a lot of inspiration and motivation to keep this series going. But the only reason I've been trying to keep it going and it's still kicking on is because I don't know what to replace it with. I'm in such a good spot, and I like my schedule on the channel so much right now, of course including the fact that I'm losing just the motivation and general ideas to keep this series going. I'm sort of in a weird sort of spot where one side of me is saying, keep it going, you have an amazing schedule, and the other side of me is saying, well, you don't have any ideas, what's the point in keeping it going if you're just not interested in the game right now? And that is sort of what I was saying earlier with me actually having to record 5 different types of videos every single week, and I always make sure that all of them are at least decently good and always worth watching in my opinion. And making a Minecraft video like that, where I'm actually doing something big and actually productive, like the video a while back on the series where we actually built the vault and everything like that, that video actually took quite a couple days to actually record, and that's probably a short record and production time for a video such as that. But compared to what I've always been used to when it comes to actually filming videos such as this related to gaming, it's a lot of a different thing for me, as I have never really spent that much time on a video, and that video where I actually built the vault was actually one of the videos that I had to put the most effort into, rather not the editing process and the actual production process, but the actual, like, actually playing the game and putting the effort into knowing Minecraft and knowing how to actually know the redstone mechanics and build up that entire vault door and mine out the entire area for the vault. It's not the easiest thing in the world, even while this is just a virtual world here in a video game, and it should seem like the easiest thing in the world to record something like that, but it is indeed not, at least, well, with my experience. So, as I said, if you guys have any suggestions, I would really appreciate them so that I can actually do something in the future and keep this series going as long as possible, because I have friends such as my best friend Deegan, or as better known on YouTube, 29Bricks. He's actually a big Minecraft fan, and he is one of the main reasons I keep this series going, because I like knowing that I'm doing a series of content that at least some person can enjoy. Now, on the other hand, if this series does end up ending, I will do my best to actually end it off with a nice world tour, going over the modern version of my world, going all the way from my sort of spawn XP farm out there to my mansion, my stables, the mountain lab, the vault, and everything in between, even out to the good old sort of graveyard with my very first horse, and even Deegan's very first horse. But on the other hand, as I said earlier, if you guys just generally aren't actually enjoying this series, please also say that in the comments, because it'd really be helpful to know that I'm creating videos that just people generally don't enjoy, and it's kind of pointless for me to make videos that nobody's actually enjoying to watch. Which I've been debating actually demoting my schedule to 3 days a week, and actually just keeping the schedules that, or the, actually the series that I really like rather than the schedule, sorry about that. So I'd be keeping things like Artistic Tuesday, Gaming Thursday, and the series that are both easy as well as enjoyable for me to actually do, rather than a episode or sort of like a series like Minecraft, or an episode of the series of just Minecraft Monday, which it is still enjoyable at times, but currently I don't have any motivation for doing this. And unlike last episode, where it was quite fun, where I played a bit of Minecraft and just some random Minecraft with my best friend Deegan, there's all episodes that I really do look forward to doing, but episodes like this, where I actually play in my world and have to put a lot more effort into it, as I said, it's quite a hard thing to do when you actually want to put effort into it and make it something. But with all that being said, as I said, this is definitely not an episode worth watching after it actually comes out. It's just something that I actually wanted to get out, and see if anybody has any suggestions for any ideas for this series so that I can keep it going as long as possible. But with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video,